Hey friends, Celine here again and welcome back to another day in my YouTube channel. And in this video, I'm going to unbox and review my new brush pens, which I am so excited to share this with you today. We can get brush pens in a very expensive price, which sometimes it's really worth it and sometimes they're not worth it. And now, I am curious if the cheapest brush pens would be worth the money or not. I found this on Lazada, which is the cheapest brush pens there, having 100 colors, and here I am going to share how well this 100 colors dual brush pens will do. It is not too long since I started to like calligraphy and making. So now, I am always looking for different kinds of brush pens to try. Also, my goal for this video is that I could help you decide and find brush pens for your hand lettering without spending too much. So, these pens are dual tip and it is somehow hard to open. They have a quite similar look to Tumble, but not really, and they have these ridges. And I noticed on Lazada and Amazon that there's a lot of pens like this with other brand names, but they basically look like exactly the same. And it's pine tip. It doesn't look like on my Tumble, and its size is much shorter compared to the body of my Tumble dual brush pens. But its brush tip is pretty similar to Tumble. I'm gonna try each them divided by each tray or palette provided because there are too many. So you can get a little variation in your downstrokes if you can push it a little bit harder. But honestly, it doesn't bounce back. So I don't recommend you guys to push it very hard while writing. I've noticed that some colors just look like the same, others not too good for me, which not really look pretty well, but some colors were really good, as well as its pine tip. It works great. And as you can see, I am naming them just like 1, 2, 3 and so on based on its base color because these pens don't have any color names written. It seems like kinda weird, but this one I think would be better. Some of the caps of the brush pens don't match its true color, which I thought it would be. So this would help me to test and see its true color, a sample. You can really see that as I go through writing, they're not all matching exactly because the cap have different color. As I keep on swatching these pens, I choose brush pens here which have a good color and the colors that I really like. That makes me feel they have good brush tip that I feel like I could use again, and I'll show you those in a little bit. And to tell you, I feel like these pens will easily fray. I can say this while writing along, and I am using Vellum Board paper and it's pretty good as well as smooth, and this paper is very thick as well. Some pens feel so smooth while writing, but some really seems already frayed, something like that. But what gives me happiness about these brush pens is that I never have a dry pen. They ink perfectly good. But as you can see, some of my upstrokes really bad because of the brush tip of this pen that is so hard to control because it really doesn't bounce back, and some brush tip is really frayed up. If you would like to use these brush pens, then you really need to have a good control on writing and making calligraphy, especially on its upstrokes. I would also say that these pens might not be easiest for beginners if you don't know yet how the transition works from thick to thin on the downstroke to upstrokes. Because if you a beginner and you would use this for lettering, then I guess you would really need to struggle on your transitions. So you would really need to think about this since it is a really a little bit tricky brush pens. But the colors, no problem with that because just like what I've said, it really have a good lots of colors. So if ever you really need a cheap brush pens having a lots of colors, then this one is a good choice for you. A 100 colors is a very too much for its price. That is only for 1,112 pesos or for less than $23. I have other brush pens review in my description box below, so you can check it out. Those are other good choice of brush pens if you want it. You don't have to start with a marker that is hard to get the thin upstrokes just because of how the bounces play. But what you should do is to start with a marker that have a right amount of bounces that would really help you to get the hang of it, that would also lead you to a great handwriting. So let's take a look back of our swatches. And showing you now the back of the paper how well these brush pens do, and there's no bleeding even a little bit, as you can see. But no doubt for that since I've used a really thick paper, a Vellum Board paper, which I really don't expect bleeding from it. So now, here are the colors that I personally like and say while I was doing my swatching, which I see that have a great color and a bounce was great, as well as the feeling that these colors that I've chosen is what I would much use for my future calligraphy. And there gives me excitement to use these colors, and here I have 12 colors putting my own name above it. But you have your own choice to what colors you like than I do. So I would say that if you are looking for an achieved way to get a huge set of colors, then these cheapest brush markers are not a bad option for you. But I could say also that there are lots of better quality brush markers out there. I hope that this video unboxing and review would help you. So, do you like these pens? If ever, the link is in the description box below. See you on my next video. Bye bye!